Good morning. My name is Knoetze, a senior researcher at the ARC Infotech Bay. Today I would like to give some feedback on this ongoing project, the screening of apple rootstocks for resistance against the most prevalent Pratylenchus species affecting orchards in South Africa. Lesion nematodes or Pratylenchus species are the most common plant parasitic nematodes present in apple orchards in South Africa. At present, producers only have nematicides as an option to control nematode pests in apple orchards. Although it has been reported that the growth response of different rootstocks varied in reaction to lesion nematode infestation, none of the current commercially available apple rootstocks in South Africa are known to be tolerant or resistant to nematodes. The aim of this project is to evaluate new rootstocks with potential value to the industry for their comparative susceptibility to the lesion nematodes prevalent in South African apple orchards. Lesion nematodes are endoparasites, which makes it possible for them to be cultured on carrot discs. Molecular identification methods and the optimized culturing method enabled us to isolate and identify 3 species of lesion nematodes that are most prevalent in South African apple orchards. They are Pratylenchus hippieastri, Pratylenchus vulnus, and Pratylenchus penetrans. Rootstocks were obtained as in vitro plantlets from a tissue culture laboratory. In vitro plantlets with similar growth and uniformity were selected and organized into randomized blocks. The rootstocks were inoculated by burying infected carrot discs about 3 cm deep into the soil. Final nematode populations and the numbers of nematodes per gram of roots were assessed at the end of each experiment. The nematodes were extracted from the plant roots and counted under a research microscope. The weight of the roots from each plant was determined and used to calculate the total amount of lesion nematodes per root system, as well as the number of nematodes per gram of roots. The reproductive potential of lesion nematodes in each rootstock was calculated using Oostenbrink's reproduction factor, where a reproduction factor greater than 1 indicates susceptibility. In addition to this, the percentage of the nematodes per gram of roots of each rootstock in relation to the nematodes per gram of roots of the most susceptible rootstock was calculated and used as an additional parameter to classify the host suitability, where a percentage value smaller than 10 indicates resistance. Let's look at the results of the screening trials in the first season of this project. Unfortunately, 2 of the rootstock batches could not be used since lesion nematodes were detected in them when tested before establishment and inoculation. Also, after replanting, 4 of the remaining batches of rootstocks were found to be heavily infected with root-rotting fungi and were not suited for further use in screening trials. This left us with only a limited amount of rootstocks for the first round of screening. According to the results of the first round of the screening trials, rootstocks M9, G778, G890 and G6969 are susceptible to Pratylenchus hippieastri, Pratylenchus vulnus and Pratylenchus penetrans, while rootstock G202 are susceptible to Pratylenchus hippieastri and Pratylenchus penetrans, but moderately resistant to Pratylenchus vulnus.